Hi guys, welcome. David J. Coon with Qigong Awareness. I got my buddy Keith here, also a certified Qigong instructor. We're going to take you through a couple of practices that you can do for your knees. I've been getting questions, is Qigong good for knee pain? Can you help me with that? Also been getting questions as to whether Qigong is good for the joints. So we're going to discuss both of those here. We're going to start off with an exercise that is sometimes called knocking on the door. We call it gentle drum. We're just going to swing like this. Notice how I'm lifting up my foot off the ground here, okay, and lifting my heel. We'll also show you this different variation as well. But this one right here, if you lift the heel, Keith's just going to keep going, but I'm going to go slow motion. If I lift my heel here and lift my heel here, that is going to be better for your knees and your hips. So sometimes people will practice this flat-footed, and that's fine. Sometimes this can help with your stability and protect your knees and your hips from swinging too much. But the problem with this is you really don't get any mobility in the knee, and very little mobility there in the hip as well. So if you turn like this, you're going to find for most of you that this helps your knees, also helps your hips. And by turning your foot up, you're also taking the pressure off of the joint down there called the ankle. Now these joints, okay, these are places within the body, just like all the other places in the body, where Qi can become trapped, it can become stuck. Typically this starts from the feet, coming up from the feet into the ankles, which I just mentioned, up then into the knees. So if you're having knee issues, that means the Qi is getting blocked, okay, already at your feet and getting blocked at your ankles. It's getting blocked coming up through the shins. And you could just think of this in general as energy wanting to come up through your feet. You have many chakra centers on your feet where we absorb energy. Ideally, we would like the energy to come up through our legs, go up through the ankles, the knees, the hips, and start to fill what is called this lower reservoir of our lower belly, called lower dantian in Chinese medicine. And if we were to recharge that battery, because that's what it's like, we would then start to feed the kidneys and some good things would start happening in our body. If you have knee pain, your energy is getting stuck down there below the knees and at the knees. So this is an exercise that can help some of that get moving and also circulate that Qi up through the body. Now my hands are swinging here, Keith's hands swinging, and we're just gently tapping our body. That's like the drum, if you've ever seen one of those little drums that you can swivel, and it's got two balls on it, on strings, and you swivel it and try and get the balls to tap the drum. This is why I refer to this one as the gentle drum. So this is a good one for the knees. I recommend it. We're going to let that unwind. We're going to bend our knees here a little bit. So whatever's comfortable for you, but you want to bend the knees a little bit, okay? From here, just let yourself find your breath, okay? Let your breath come to you. Don't effort anything. Just let yourself find your breath there. And then when you feel like you can, I want you to try and take a breath in through the nose and then out through the mouth. Can also go in through the nose and out through the nose. Whatever is more comfortable right now, you don't have to worry about that too much. Now right from here, go ahead and rub your hands together like so. And if it's comfortable for you to do so, bend your knees a little bit. This is a little bit like you're sitting on a horse, but we're kind of just squatting. I'm resting my hands on my legs and my knees. So one thing we need initially is we need some mobility, which is what we did with the gentle drum practice. And now we need some stability, okay, and strength. So right here, I'm using my hands and I'm holding on to this as best I can. And I'm just gonna go down slightly with my butt and I'm gonna come back up. So I'm gonna go down slightly with my butt and come back up. So just slight squats, okay? If your knees were stronger, you could do this with hands off of the knees, but if you're having issues with your knees, I recommend keeping your hands on your knees, okay? So you're just moving forward like this, butt is going down, and then you're coming up, going down, Coming up, it's about 4 times. 5, let's say, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it's okay if you got a little kinking and creaking and so on going on in the knees, that's fine. You want some mobility anyway. By holding with the hands, you also get some stability. What you also want to have is you want to have some flexibility. So if this is as far as you can go in touching your toes, then just reach like this. Don't bow over. You want to try and keep the legs long, elongated here, and so I just slowly start going down. So if this is where I could go to, then I would be breathing here, in through the nose, out through the nose, or in through the nose and out through the mouth. Either one is fine. And literally breathe your breath and bring your mind right into the backs of your legs, behind your knees down here. And if, you know, when you become more flexible, you can go down here and even hold, if you eventually get there, you can hold the backs of the ankles. Until you can do that, let's say, or hold the backs of the feet, just hold the backs of your knees and breathe here. Say 10 breaths, okay? And then come back up. And I'm not going to go completely through that with you, but you can do that at home. And then we're just going to do a gentle tapping. This is called Dao-in, just means tapping. But we're tapping acupuncture points, acupoints. These are places where the qi, the energy, becomes stuck along the body. And we're going to tap all the way down if you can. We're going to come up the insides of the legs. We're going to go down the outside. And if you're having knee issues, stay right here on the outside of the knee. Stay right here on top of the knee. Go right here inside the knee. Go back to the outside of the knee. Go behind the legs. And then walk like this in place. This is the last one I'm going to give you for right now. This movement here, you see it in aerobics class. You see it when people are walking, people are marching, people are running. This is very important because this causes the blood in your legs that's getting stuck and stagnant there to move back up to your lungs, to be reoxygenated back to your heart so that it can be pumped back to your body. This is why exercise, one of the main reasons why exercise is so good for you. So practice in your routines a little bit of marching like this. Then just bring your hands here. This is like you're hugging a tree, okay? Bend your knees slightly. And we're just gonna go 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe in, exhale. That's it. If you would like some more practices like this and you'd like some Qigong practices that you can do on a daily basis with not too much intimidation, check out our 21-day Qigong challenge, which is available at our website, QigongAwareness.com. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next video.